Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Sumukascha Ekadantascha Kapilo Gajakarnakaha. Lambodharascha Vikalo Vignarajo Vinayakaha. Dhrumaketurganabhyakshaha Palachandro Gajananaha. Vakratundaha Surpakarno Herambaha Skandapurvajaha. Shuklam Bharadharam Vishnum Pativarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye Yasya Viradavastradhya Parishadhya Parastatam Vignam Nidhanti Satatam Vishwaksenam Tamatraye Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Satchidananda Rupaya Krishnaya Aklishtakarine Namo Vedanta Vedyaya Gurave Buddhikakshine Krishnadvaipayanam Vyasam Sarva Bhuta Hiteratam Vedabcha Bhaskaram Vande Samadhi Nilayam Munim Sahasramurte Purushottamasya Sahasrametranana Padapahoho Sahasranamnam Savanam Viruchyate Janma Jaradishantayai. With Bhagavan's grace, let us continue from where we left off last time. We came up to Yuga Vikrud Yuga Varso Naikamayo Mahashanaha Adrisyo Vyakta Rupascha Sahasrajidanandajit Anandajit. Slokam 33. Now, with Swami's grace, let's move to Slokam 34. Ishtho Visishta Sishteshta Shikhandi Nahusho Vrishaha Krodaha Krodhakrit Karta Visvabahur Mahidharaha Ishto Visishta Ishteshta Shikhandi Nahusho Vrishaha Krodaha Krodhakrit Karta Visvabahur Mahidharaha Ishto Visishtaha Shishteshtaha Shikanti Nahushaha Vrushaha Krodaha Krodhakrit Karta Visvabahuhu Mahidharaha. Ishto Visishtaha. Now, Sankara Bhagavad teaches us that this is two names. Ishto Visishtaha. Ishtaha. Now, Ishta means we immediately in our colloquial thing we think Ishtamarkanaka. This is something you desire to do. But now, how does it apply to Swami? How does it apply to Bhagavan? Now, I desire something that is pleasant all the time. If somebody has a very angry face all the time, always frustrated, always critical, we avoid that company. On the same token, opposite, we go and worship players, right? He welcomes everyone. Nobody is repelled by him, right? He's so prasanna vadanam, so sumukam, as we say, right? So the sumukam is very important, prasanna vadanam, because most of us, including myself, I can't talk about you, but we all carry castor faces all the time in our life, thinking so many things, right? Suppose we have a nice smile on our face, immediately that attracts. Now, if I am a happy fellow, I might get attracted. Why we're all attracted to children all the time? Because children are very happy, naturally happy. So we're all attracted to children, right? But as we grow up, we get into all our worries and all that. But suppose if I maintain my happiness, right? Happiness, easy to smile, easy to look at good things, and easy to laugh. That is attractive, isn't it? Swami is like that. Ishtaha, because he's always in bliss, so he attracts everyone. Ishtaha. How beautiful it is, isn't it? Just, we ever thought of Swami like that? As one gentleman I know, very nicely, he spoke in a lecture and in front of Swami. And said that when Swami comes, there are literally hundreds of thousands of people in that hall, that everybody's attention is riveted only on him in that darshan time. It is exactly like Mohini Avatar, it is no different. They all think Mohini Avatar came and carried a pot of nectar and amrutam, and everybody was attracted and looking only at Mohini. But that is true. When Avatar Purushan comes, Krishna Avatar, and we have seen, when baby Krishna walks, everybody's attention is only riveted on him. And that is the beauty of, that is Ishtaha, right? So the point that gentleman made was, we're all attracted, to Bhagavan like this, right? Because he's so blissful and so happy and nothing but love. How do we look to, he says, I don't want to be Bhagavan, he said. That is, he was kind of talking about him. I don't want to be Bhagavan. Because then I look at all this, when I walk like this and come around, and Avatar Purushan comes, if I am the Avatar Purushan, how do I look at all the people? They all have cast oil faces. I don't want to look at that. You are joking, right? So Bhagavan is Ishtaha. So one who is always blissful. Because of that, he draws everyone to him. Now Ishtaha. Another one also, all the sacrifices that we do, right? Some of them we do in a structured fashion. We do Sudarshana Homam, or we say, please, fulfill the desire, or come and, shave my head, or whatever things, so many, literally hundreds of thousands of ways we pray to Bhagavan, and as if we get into a contract with him, you do this, I will do this for you, that's not the way to approach Bhagavan at all. But that's what we do. And we do some structured, conscious. Unconsciously, we do sacrifices all the time. We have seen that in Purushottam. You all have sacrificed your time by coming here in order to get something, right? There is nothing that takes place without no action is devoid of sacrifice, right? So that's also unconsciously taking place. Where is it being sacrificed to? That the Ishtaha, the Yajna Purushan, to whom everything is offered to, not unwillingly. We all do that willingly, in spite of us, in spite of my selfishness, in spite of me wanting to hold on to things to myself. I am sacrificing myself. There is something within me that wants to, desires to offer everything to Bhagavan. Isn't it? Do I do that with anybody else? No. But all of us have that, I'm sure, including a piece of stone has it, right? To offer that. Because ultimately our desire is to give up and get away from the feeling of separation, get back home. So that yahaga, that we continuously do, who is desired by those yajnas? That is Bhagavan. That is Ishtaha. Okay? Ishtaha. Visishtaha. Now, Vishesham. Immediately something special. Right? Something that is unique. Something that is excellent, par excellence. Right? So that meaning we have. Colloquially we use that. So this is come from the Sanskrit word. So all origin, as Paramacharya says, we go back etymologically, it all will make sense precisely. So because Bhagavan is, as we call the indweller, immediately we think, at least some of us think, that he is within me. No, that is not true. I am within him. Because Bhagavan is, yes, inside of me as well as outside of me. Isn't it? So, because he is antaryami, so he is far excellent, supreme. That is the ishtaha. Okay? Ishtaha, visishtaha. Ishteshtaha. Ishta ishtaha. Ishtam also means desire, right? That's what we just saw. Right? We desire Swami. Therefore, he is ishtaha, right? Now, what is ishteshtaha? Now, he is the one that is desired by jnanis. As Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita, all the 4 types of bhaktas are there. Yes. But out of the 4, the jnani is the dearmost to me. Why? Because the jnani desires only Bhagavan. Right? And you know that story, one anecdote I will share with you. That occurs to me, that means Swami wants me to share that with you. There was one husband he had 4 wives. Don't ask me why he had 4 wives and with what religion and all that. That's not very important for the story. What is important is he had 4 wives. Now he went to Kashi, Varanasi. Okay. And the first wife told him, okay, you're going there. And, I've been having this deep pain, rheumatism. And there's this particular asylum, that oil is available there. Please, can you bring that for me? And second wife comes and says, there are some excellent, unique bangles, gold bangles, very nicely made with another artistic manner. And can you bring that? And also one Banaras saree for me, with nice golden border and all that. Okay. And so he brought it down. Third wife said, there are Varanasi that used to be the, magnetic attraction, the central place for all education. Everybody came there from around the world. So much knowledge is contained in that place. Please, can you bring me some best books on Atma Vidya and, how to advance scripturally. And the fourth wife said, please, you're going a long way, journey. Make sure you take care of yourself well. Make sure you sleep well, and take care of your health and eat properly and sleep well and come back safely. That's all she said. So the husband went, finished his Varanasi trip, came back, and because he had 4 wives, and he's also a very wise man, so he didn't put all the 4 wives in the same house. So each one had her own house. So he came to the first wife, so he went to her house and gave her the tailum. Second wife, he went to her house and gave her the bangles and saris, and she was very happy. The first wife was very happy with what she got. Second wife, oh, beautiful, excellent saris and all that, color I like and all that. And third wife, he went there and gave her a bunch of nice books, that have been published there and not available elsewhere. So she was very happy. Immediately she thought of opening it and reading it. And he went to the fourth wife's house and stayed there. The first wife is Arti. That is also a bhakta. So Arti, people who have got sufferings. So we go to Bhagavan to remove my sufferings. That is nothing wrong. Bhagavan welcomes me. Right from a headache to a stomachache to getting an A+ in my exam, whatever suffering I have, whatever desire, he fulfills that. So he draws me, Ishtaha, with that desire. Artharthi, the second house. We want wealth, money, Swami. Give me $1 million, And then we get into contract. And Swami is really amused. Imagine for a second, I am Tirupati Venkatadharapati standing there in that Garbhagraham. Billions of people come. We all talk about all the crowd and so many things we talk. But have you ever looked at it from Bhagavan's angle of what is happening there? Fascinating. Fascinating it is. And people, business people come, immediately we put money in the hundi, and I get $1 million business, I put $10,000 as hundi, whatever. People make contracts, make sure that I get this contract, I give you 50% of this, and all these deals we make. That's what Bhagavan wants our money, right? But we do that. And why I'm in financial difficulty, where do I go? Go to Bhagavan only, right? So that is also a desire. So he gives us. That is arthasti. And then there is a group, all this, spiritual knowledges, there, Vedas, Upanishads, and Bhajagovin, and so many things have been taught. Right? I want to learn what is the truth, what is Atma Vidya. I want to understand how to meditate. So many, this pull towards Bhagavan is there. Those people are jnanasu people. So that's the third type of life. Right? And the fourth one is jnani. He doesn't want anything other than Bhagavan only. Only Bhagavan's welfare. Swami, as this Alvar that we shared with, Tirumangi Alvar, Nadanda Kalgal, Nandanavo, he asked, we all go, you walked so much in Rama Avataram, Krishna Avataram, you got so much. And is your legs paining? I look at Swami, I wonder how much he is sacrificing himself for us, how much suffering he took, but not a single indication will be there. But you look at for his welfare, are you suffering, are you okay? Then that thing comes, that jnani, always seeking, as Priyarva said, Palland, Mangalam. As Bhagavan is always Mangalam. But that seeking of Bhagavan's well-being, not mine, that paradigm shift is there. That is jnani. And that jnani is the most dear to me, is what Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita. So that jnani, that imagine the manapanmaya, as we say, the mindset that looks for the well-being of Bhagavan. Swami, I don't need anything. You have given me everything. You are taking care of me. Let me massage your feet. You must be, give yourself to Bhagavan. That is jnani, desired by him. Sishta ishtaha. Because when somebody cares for you, even today, we all see, when somebody, we try to do so many things, as our responsibility, go to work and do all those things I think I'm doing, all the things they caught it, right? But somewhere along the line, either we come home very tired, exhausted physically, and someone, maybe a child or a son or daughter or husband or wife, somebody immediately realizes and gives us a glass of water or makes a cup of coffee or something that meets my needs. What is your reaction to that person? You are so pleased, isn't it? Automatically, because without you mentioning it, somebody takes care of your needs. You're touched, isn't it? So when jnani is interacting, is experiencing Bhagavan like that, and how will Bhagavan's reaction be? One of that impulse. So not only is the one desired by the jnani, he is also Sishtetaha, means one who is very loving, extremely loving. Atitaha, among all the devotees, he is supreme most, because he does exactly what Bhagavan wants you to do, commands you to do, instructs you to do, and asks you to do. Bhagavan does it many ways, Sometimes he asks, sometimes he tells, sometimes he commands, sometimes he instructs, sometimes he guides, sometimes he points to. Whatever way he does it. That, because he does that, Bhagavan is also very much extremely loving to him. He is my Atitaha, Bhakta Atitaha. That, please remember that. So that is also Sishteshtaha. And Ishteshtaha also means one who is worshipped, not only desired by jnanis, but also worshipped by them. Right from Sukamani to take. All these jnanis, who are they worshipping? Right? Imagine. That is Ishteshtaha. Okay? Ishto Visishtas Ishteshtaha Sikandi. Sikandi means, Sankara Bhagavad says, one who's got the ornament of a peacock feather adorning his head. Sikandi. Okay? That's all beautiful meaning that he gives. Now, Parasara Bhattar. Now, Bhagavan, when you look at, we all take our problems, right? We think we can do certain things by ourselves. So long as we think I can do it, I think I can do it, Bhagavan just stands there and just watches. That's all. Okay? And that moment I said, Swami, this is beyond me. I don't know. Where do I take my problems to? Where do I go for support? What am I leaning on? That is Bhagavan, isn't it? Why? Because his ability is infinite. There is not a single problem that is big for Bhagavan. There's nothing. And not only that, the way he solves even the naughtiest problem, okay, in such a simple manner and instantly, it's amazing. So I can't even begin to imagine what is Parakram, what is capability. So intuitively we take our problems. So we've got that kind of infinite ability. Whatever it is, whether it is neurosurgery to teaching a child to learn alphabet, doesn't matter, whatever it is. Amazing how he does. And that ability is dawning, as figuratively speaking, on his head. That's infinite ability. That is the Kandi, is what Parasara. Ishto Visishtas Ishteshtaha Sikandi Nahushaha. Nahusha, the moment you say Nahusha, you think of Bhagavatam and that story of Nahusha, right? And how the king was, he was in the heavens, right? And because he behaved immorally, right? Then he was pushed down to the earth. And what form was he? Could he come out? He came as a serpent, right? He came as a big snake. Nahushaha is the thing that binds us in the vehicle of Maya. So we all use the word Maya very often, right? Maya. Right? If I use Bhagavan's name as often as I use the name Maya, I get it. Okay? So every time I use the word Maya, I say Bhagavan's name at least 3 times. So if we have that kind of discipline, it will help us out. But there is whatever name we call it, that is binding us. We are bound, isn't it? An aspect of Bhagavan that is binding us in this hide and seek game, right? And he is hiding, and we are drawn to him. At the same time, we are bound in an area where I'm not able to perceive, to be with him, isn't it? I know he is there. Intuitively, each one of us knows Bhagavan is there. That invisible, but intangible, but very real entity is there. But in spite of that, I do things away from him. I'm not doing things to him. Even though I know, I'm doing things as if I am doing it. I have to achieve this. I have to make this. That binding that takes place, that aspect is Nahushaha. name implies Parusham and Vrisham is the communicated. The Bhagavan is Om Sri Varadaya Namaha, we say. Okay. One who grants all the desires. And also he is Prabhu, who grants the Lord, who grants the Master, who has the ability and also the willingness. As we say, RWA, in our business language, ready, willing, and able. In any contract language, we use that, right? So Bhagavan is always ready, willing, and able, right? So Prabhu, always giving us fulfilling our desires. The Vibhu, not only does he grant our desires, all the things we ask for, all the things, every single item is fulfilled. This is the problem. Okay. So if it doesn't happen in this birth, I have to take a birth to fulfill the desire. I can't escape. As we saw in Prahlada's case, Dhruvan's case, right? So that's why the more desires I have, the more births there will be. Because not all, is it possible for all my desires to get fulfilled in this birth? Just imagine. You just analyze in your own mind how many desires you have. Can you fulfill all that in this birth? Even if you live 100 years. So even put a regular algorithm. So you've got to take another birth to fulfill it. The best thing is reduce the desire. Right? That's all. But now, so Vibhu, because he keeps on granting all the desires, then sooner or later, I realize it happens. Everybody's case, even the cruelest person, today may be cruel. Something will happen, he will turn. Time is phenomenal. What is bad today becomes good tomorrow. What is good today becomes bad tomorrow. So it keeps on changing. Okay? There's no exception to this rule. And so even the person who's doing so-called moving away from Bhagavan and doing all bad things, so to speak, right, cruelest things, that he will also say, he will get tired of it. So that will come, right? But Bhagavan will grant all the things I ask. So that not only that, he grants things that I don't ask of. Amazing, isn't it? For my benefit. Because he knows what is good for me, and I don't. Right? So I ask all the wrong things. He makes sure that he grants all the good things also to me. That is Vibhu. Now, that is on the giving side. On the asking side, give me this, give me this, give me this, give me this. So desires keep on coming. Isn't it? It's like a pouring rain, they come endlessly. That is Vrishaha. Okay? So how the play goes on, Swami. Play of love. Amazing. It's an Australian. There's no way to describe it. So Vrishaha. And the interesting Swami then is desire. We saw Kamaha, Kamakrit, Kamsaha, Kamakrit we saw earlier, right? Kamakrit is the one krit. So that is coming down not as one desire here for every year. Okay, for why? I'll have one desire per year. It doesn't work like that. I'll have one desire per day. It doesn't work like that. It's pouring all the time, isn't it? So that is nature, is Prashaha. In that process is also the Swarupa of Dharma. Why? Because we look at what a desire does. While it gives us lots of memories and temporary happiness and lasting suffering only, right? I may be happy instantly. I buy a Mercedes Benz, I may be happy for how long, right? Big thing. Right? Then along with that, there come additional problems, right? The worst problem is not spending $3,000 to fix something, but the ego that comes in. I own a Mercedes. How long is it going to take to get rid of that ego thing? So the problems come immediately. Whatever I desire, I may momentarily enjoy, right? And while I seek it, there is lots of agitation, no peace in my mind. When I get it, I immediately am momentarily happy, but it loses its luster, it loses its attraction. The moment I have it, it's no longer attractive. Okay? And then after that, lots of problems come. I'm telling you from personal experience. I wanted to be a vice president when I was young, and when I became one, the attraction was no longer there. But if you grow up, I'm telling you, in the corporate ladder, but you want it. When you get it, they think it's not only problems only come. So then you realize these are all personal experiences. Each one of us can learn from it, our own personal experience. But in the process, all the desires are like this. But what is happening on a macro scale and also on a minutest basis, both ways, is the spreading of dharma only. Bhagavan in the form of dharma is what is the right thing to do? The right thing to do is to seek Bhagavan's lotus. Right? So the moment I don't desire it, I learn from that mistake. So the dharma murti is always perfect. That is also Vrisha. Okay? Ishto vihishtas ishteshtas sikandi nahusho vrishaha krodhaha. Ha means to destroy. Krodham, anger, to destroy anger. What happens when each one of us becomes a sadhu? Sadhu means sattvic person. Sattvic tendencies are predominant. Right? When sattvic tendencies are predominant, the rajasic tendency of anger will not be there, or will be extremely minute. Right? The anger has been not only decimated, okay, but it could get eliminated also as we progress. Who does that? Why? How come the anger that is overpowering me this moment with my sadhana, and I do the right, follow Bhagavan's instruction, that anger goes away? Who actually makes it disappear? Who kills it? Who eradicates it? Through the heart. That's Bhagavan who eliminates, destroys anger in sadhu. Okay? But Krodhaha, Krodhakrit, he is also the one who's creating anger. Right? That's what you see people are angry, rajasic tendency, right? Highly passionate. My desire needs to get fulfilled, otherwise I become angry. I become angry if I have power over you. Now, if I'm getting, my desire is not fulfilled by my boss, I can't get angry at them. Right? And then fear comes. I don't want to lose my job, right? So many other things come. But the anger is unfulfilled desire. That's how it reacts. If I throw the ball, as a Paramacharya taught me a long time ago, throw a ball on the ball comes back. The ball I'm throwing is desire. The ball that comes back is anger. Simple. That Bhagavan creates it. Vrishaha creates desire, creates anger also. But he also Krodhaha. In the right company, in the right way, that anger also gets decimated because I don't throw the ball anymore. Ball of desire. Right? Krodhakrit. Karta. Karta is the creator, as we say, to create everything. In our mental universe, physical universe, whatever you want to call it, emotional universe, right? Everything. Everything, including Annamaya Kosam, Pranamaya Kosam, Manomaya Kosam, Jnanamaya Kosam, Anandamaya Kosam, all the things, everything that gets created, that there is aspect that is making it a subject in that aspect, isn't it? That is karma. All that is nothing but our mind. The creative aspect in our mind is karma. It's not outside. Okay, we have seen that in Purushottam, right? Like Visva Bahuhu. Figuratively speaking, then put it this way. When we say Atma, indwelling, no, actually I'm dwelling in it, in love, in prayer. And we all are, Bhagavan is actually, we are living in the embrace of Bhagavan, in the womb of Bhagavan, whichever way you want to call it. The Bhagavan actually is embracing each one of us, not only as human beings, but everything in the creation, in the embrace of Bhagavan. Now, figuratively, when we embrace, we use our hands, isn't it? Right? So, Vishnu, these infinite hands, the whole creation, the universe is embraced. That is the meaning of Sahasra Bhattar, right? Because Bhagavan's hand is the one that is not only embracing us, he's also holding my hand as I walk. Scientifically, impossible according to laws of physics, the first step I take, and I have to fall because center of gravity shifts, right? So I must fall down only, scientifically. But I don't. Who's holding my hand? And the darkest moment in my life, all of a sudden, and problem is, I think problem in a good way, I'm sure Swami will approve that. The challenges come not with great announcements, pre-announcements. Like, you go to Metro Central Station and the train is arriving in 5 minutes, nothing like that. The challenge isn't just like that, in a kshanam, unexpectedly. Where do I go? What would I grab? I grab Bhagavan's hand. So that is Vishnu who not only immediately infinite ways or infinite hands, is not like that. In infinite ways, at all places, at all times, in infinite ways, that's support. The creator is karta. Once something is created, it has to be supported. This is about two. Mahi Dharaha. Same way. Here, Mahi Dharaha, one who is supporting everything that is created. Scientifically, let's approach it. And then you'll see the limits of science. That's the science, beautiful, but it is pointless. Because it deals in the realm of understanding. And understanding is possible only when I draw a boundary on anything. I've got to draw a boundary so that I can understand it. Right? So, even the universe, we think there's so many planets, circling at such speed and all those things. But what is it that is supporting intangible? Science has not got it yet. Within the limit, I can explain centrifugal force, and all these other things, I can explain. But the moment I remove the boundary, what is it? That is Mahi Dharaha. Okay? And our ancestors, Upanishads say, that is Prema Yoga. It is love. That Prema only that is supporting that. Why? Because Prema is attracting, drawing things to it. That attracting essence is the one that makes everything go around. If you can picture it that way, it makes sense. That is Mahi Dharaha. Ishto Visishtat Ishteshtat Sikanti Navusho Vrishaha Krodha Kriskarta Vishwabhahur Mahi Dharaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om.